Uh-oh. Sounds like somebody's got a case of the Mondays.
This is Kent Brockman live at the Springfield Post Office on Tax Day. It's literally the 11th hour, 10 p.m.
And tardy taxpayers are scrambling to mail their returns by midnight.
Sir, why did you wait until the last minute to pay your taxes?
Taxes? Isn't this the line from Metallica?
Sir, why did you wait until the last minute to pay your taxes?
Because I'm an idiot. Happy?
Of course, not everyone is an idiot. Some of us took our receipts and pay stubs to our accountants months ago. And at the risk of sounding a little smug...
Oh, help! Does anyone have a calculator?
Myron?
No.
If you need a reason to call into work tomorrow, just call in and tell them that you're sick and that you need to go get some shots. Just don't tell them that you're sick of them and the shots that you need are tequila shots. You don't have to tell them everything. You don't have to be specific. That is not in the job description.
You ruined everything, you stupid bitch. You ruined everything, you stupid, stupid bitch. You're just a lying little bitch who ruins things and wants the world to burn. Bitch, you're a stupid bitch. And lose some weight.
Hey, thanks so much for taking the time.
I've been dreaming of this day for the last 4 years.
So, what prompted you to search for another opportunity?
My complete hatred of this place and almost everyone in it.
Do you feel your manager supported your success?
If the success was giving me the drive to leave this job, then yes.
And what were the best and worst aspects of your job?
Best aspect was definitely the holiday, and the worst aspect was literally everything else.
How's your job changed since you were hired?
More work for less pay, yeah.
Did you feel valued and recognised within the company?
No, I was not valued, but I was recognised as a mug, yeah.
What suggestions do you have for us? How could we improve?
I think you should evacuate everyone and then burn the whole place to the ground, yeah.
What factors could have influenced your decision to leave the company?
If I'd been offered a proper pay rise and not had to work with any of the dickheads, I might have stayed.
Would you recommend us to a friend?
I would recommend it to an enemy, because their suffering would bring me joy.
Oh, thanks so much for working with us.
I truly hope I never see you again.
Hey, are you okay? My dog died. Ah, fuck, this is awkward. Like, what do I say? Fuck, I'm so sorry, or that must be so hard for you? Fuck, I'm so hard for you. What the
What is the difference between a vitamin and a hormone? No? No answer. Thought you'd have got that one. You can't make a vitamin.
So I learned something today. You never really know who people are. There's this dentist that just got busted for drug dealing, lives down the road from me. I've been going to this guy for 12 years, and never would I have guessed that that dude was a dentist.
License. You're gonna have to ask for my license and registration, sir.
That's right. Also,
I'm gonna need to give you my proof of insurance.
Yeah. All right, so do you
know how fast I was going, officer?
Of course I do. I'm the one that pulled you over.
Ooh, you're gonna have to ask me to keep calm.
Sir, I don't know what's going on here, but you need to knock it off.
I need to step out of the car, sir.
Whoa, sir! I need
me to get back in the car?
Yes, very much!
I look kind of suspicious. Am I armed?
What? Are you?
I'm reaching! Put my hands up now!
What the?
Am I on any drugs?
I don't know! Please stop!
I need to stop resisting! I'm acting irrational!
Oh my god! What is wrong with you?
You'll have to use deadly force if I come any closer!
What?
This is my final warning! 5, 4, 3, 2... And that is how you get out of a ticket.
Let me ask you something.
Okay.
When you come in on Monday and you're not feeling real well, does anyone ever say to you, sounds like someone has a case of the Mondays?
No. No, man. Shit, no, man. I believe you get your ass kicked saying something like that, man.
OC.
And I'm Steph.
Thank you all so very much for listening into the Foobar Show. Remember to follow, like, and comment on our socials as at Foobar Show. That's F-O-O Bar Show, and listen at FOOBarshow.com or wherever you get your podcasts, and we'll keep fooing it up like a bunch of foos. Ain't that right, Steph?
That's right.
Steph, today's going to be a good one. You want to know why? Because we got a lot of Coachella talk. We got a lot of geek talk. We got some food talk at the top of the hour here, top of the show. But first and foremost, Steph, you're back. And we didn't have to put up a compilation of stupid-ass commercial ads.
But you know what? Those commercial ads were very nice. Yeah. So unexpectedly, school stuff happened, and that's why we couldn't pod the last couple weeks.
You had a study or something like that?
Yeah, I'll take some tests. I kind of want to pass at this point. So, yeah.
Right on. I am so sorry I asked. Hey, Steph. Did you hear? What do you know about seafood towers? Have you ever had a seafood tower?
I've seen them. Are those, those are like the ones that are stacked up, like all nice and neat? Are you talking about presentation wise?
Right. And then sometimes they are like on, how like sometimes cakes are put on like these towers too. You know what I mean? Like there's different stories to this tower.
They're tiered.
All right. My bad. They're tiered.
Yeah.
And they have like oysters at the bottom, maybe shrimp on top, shit like that.
Yes.
Yeah. So shit's so expensive now, Steph, that they are they're moving away from seafood platters or seafood towers, from a lot of restaurant establishments throughout the country. Have you ever heard of hot dog towers?
There's such a thing?
The latest nostalgic food craze, Steph. It's a towering platter of gourmet hot dogs and fries, and it's stealing the spotlight from traditional seafood towers. Forget fancy lobsters and oysters. Hot dog towers are now the outrageous centerpiece at restaurants across the U.S. Facing rising food prices, menu costs are up 3.7% from last year, according to the New York Post. Chefs are swapping pricey seafood for multi-tiered wiener extravaganzas. It's a budget-friendly dose of nostalgia that diners can't resist. So there's a bunch of places throughout, and, some can range from like, I don't know, $25, $60. I guess something over here cost $100 from locations, depending on what's on the tower.
Right. It could be like those gourmet hot dogs.
Yeah.
What is it? The Hebrew National.
Okay.
The Nathan's Famous.
Mm-hmm.
Even if you want to make it a Dodger dog, which is like $7 a piece.
Yeah, like Trina's Starlight Lounge in Somerville, Massachusetts offers a tower starting at $35, stacked with everything from classic dogs and chili cheese dogs to tofu pups for the vegans, all served with fries and all the dipping sauces you could want.
You know what? No, it needs to come with a ketchup fountain. Okay,
fountain. Fuck.
Not just a serving tray full of side sauces.
Isn't ketchup too viscous for that? Who cares, right? They do it with cheese and chocolate.
Yeah, they can make it happen.
All right, but is it going to remain cold or room temperature?
It's probably going to be room temperature.
Okay.
Or a little bit on the cooler side because it's always moving, right?
No, I would
air it out.
Figure that
depending on how far the drip is.
So. You're going too into this ketchup thing. I do like the idea. However, I think you just pissed off a lot of people.
Like a sauce fountain.
By not mentioning mustard. Don't you think it should be mustard if we're talking hot dogs, Steph?
Yeah. No, I totally agree. No, you need different fountains for each sauce. So for the first one that came to mind was the ketchup fountain.
So different because of the French. Now, is this fountain in the center of the tower? Or is it like off to the side of the tower?
Well, okay. Depending on your display, right? If this is the centerpiece table, you have the hot dog tower with the medley of other food.
Sure.
And then, you have the sauce fountains on either side of it.
Okay. So it's more of a hot dog diorama than it is a tower.
I don't know that you're going like that deep into it to consider a diorama.
It seems that way. I mean, at that point, just write a...
You're going long.
Write a book report.
Deep.
Say what now?
Well, because it's a hot dog.
I gotcha. Yeah, I'd have one. I don't. Can you see where there's one here in California, and then we'll go.
Just make our own.
I'm not spending what looks like it would be up to $50 on a tower. I'm not going to eat all by myself. Like, we'd have to have like a party. In fact, a hot dog. No, a sausage party.
All right. Well, what's the next big holiday coming up?
420. Holy shit. You're not home.
That's Easter.
And you're not home. You're in Coachella.
Yeah, I'll be,
Coming back home from
You're not going to
Coachella.
make a whole hot dog tower by yourself.
Yeah. All right.
You'll eat like the hot dog just by itself. And it's going to be a one hot dog.
You're going to have to help me with the fries and all the little stuff that's on the side. You know, the relish, the tomatoes, the onions, everything that you would put in a hot dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although I just like the mustard. That's my go-to.
So you want the mustard or you want the ketchup?
Mustard.
You want mustard. Very well. Steph, is there anything else you wanted to discuss at the top of the show, or you want to just get into Geeking Out?
Well, let's just get into Geeking Out and then we'll talk about the Coachella stuff after. Or is that in Geeking Out?
We can geek out about Coachella, right?
Okay, nerd, let's go!
So you're going week 2, right, Steph?
Yes.
Week 1, we're balls deep into it right now. And right now, as we're recording this, it's like 8:17. They're about to end the festival real soon. What time do they close? 10, 11?
Like 12. I think the last,
12.
so Post Malone is probably one of the later acts. There might
Okay.
be somebody that's like playing after him on a different stage
Sure,
or
yeah.
at the same time. Yeah, I mean, from what I saw, at least Misfits last night were the closers. They were like on until almost 2 o'clock.
Wow, that's way past their bedtime.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, well, you know, it's all fun and games and everything's pretty cool, you know, the stuff that you see on the internet and Instagram, but there was a dark side to it going into it. And you were kind of telling me as you were seeing it happen on TikTok and Reddit.
Yeah.
You want to tell us what you were seeing? And then we might be able to elaborate with some of the articles that I pulled for this.
Well, let me preface this that I was invited to Coachella because somebody had dropped out. And so now I'm going with a friend. And I don't know what to expect. Like, I'm not really a Coachella person. So I just started looking up all this stuff. Like, how am I going to be comfortable?
Yeah.
Because I am a millennial. And all we do is complain about how things are too long and it's too hot and my knee hurts and how do we get... and then all that shit.
Uh-huh.
So as I was looking at stuff, you know, there's a day 0, which is that Thursday. Apparently, a lot of people try to get there Thursday morning into Friday, park, set up their tent, just hang out.
Right. It's kind of part of the experience.
That did not happen.
No. Apparently, festival goers aiming for the full Coachella experience found themselves stuck in traffic for up to 12 hours just trying to enter the campgrounds. Imagine rolling into Indio at like 2 a.m., expecting to set up camp by sunrise, and then you're still in line by like mid-afternoon almost, or early afternoon.
Yeah.
It was like literal hell, some people were saying. I mean, it lacked amenities. There was no restrooms or shade. People were just kind of in line waiting to get into the festival grounds, or at least the campgrounds, sorry, with their cars, because that is such a thing. You can either just get the like a 10x10 for camping, or you can get a 15x10 for car and your tent.
Yes.
So that's the understanding there. And so I've done both. Back in 2007, that was the very first Coachella I ever went to, and I did the camping. I just went by myself. All these times, by the way, I've pretty much gone by myself. And then the last few times, I think the most recent time was in 2016, so that shit was still a long time ago, 9 years, not for nothing. But yeah, I remember, you know, getting there Thursday, let's just say noon, and there's already a shit ton of people there, but the lines are moving. They were kind of like, if you were, I mean, for those who know about this, it's kind of like entering Mexico, where like they'll let you in, but you know, there's a little protocol. They gotta weigh the vehicle. They gotta just look at you real quick.
Yeah.
That
Check
kinda
you
thing.
out and stuff like that. So apparently they had changed the time that they let everybody in.
Oh.
So they didn't let everybody in at 3 a.m. like they were supposed to. I don't know what changed, the security company or, just the rules and regulations. I don't know what changed.
My understanding was that they have a new security company this year that they were trying out, and they completely dropped the ball.
Wow.
And did not uphold the expectations that everybody kind of had of Coachella up until this point. They could not handle the bandwidth of what it was to run and secure a music festival. Don't know much about this company, but apparently they don't know much about how to run. It's day zero of a festival.
Yeah, you're talking about 100,000 to almost 200,000 people in a festival.
People were baking in their cars. Apparently there was a few sites of ambulances from people having heat stroke. People weren't able to go to the restroom. Those who absolutely had to ran into the bushes for number 1 and number 2.
Mm-hmm.
And people were just like, should I drink or eat anything? Because I don't know when I'm going to get in.
Yeah.
And there's no bathrooms. And people were getting hassled by actual police for peeing and pooping in the bushes.
Yeah.
But so that made other people afraid, so they didn't know what to do. So they weren't consuming any fluids because it's just well, I don't want to have to go pee, and then I can't go pee anywhere because then the cops are going to give me a hard time.
The festival hasn't even started at this point. This is just the day before the festival, and people are dropping like flies.
So do you think that they'll have this figured out by weekend number 2?
I would hope so. Because
you're not getting there day zero, though. You're getting there Friday night.
No, due to my work schedule, I will be getting there Friday night, so I'm going to miss most of Friday.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm just trying to squeeze in there right before Lady Gaga.
Lady Gaga, very well.
Although I do want to see Prodigy too, so if we need to get there,
never seen Prodigy. That should be fun.
Yeah.
Because
how often are they around over here?
Hardly. Can't imagine.
Yeah. So I started buying things online just to make myself comfortable. We got this portable commode that has its own tent.
Yeah.
Because considering that we're going to get there late, we're probably going to be way in the back, and the bathrooms are going to be a 45-minute walk. What if I have to get up in the middle of the night?
All right, it's not a 45-minute walk, Steph. It's going to be a 5
that.
I have been there. And the restrooms or the porta potties surround the entire campgrounds. You'll get there in within 5 minutes to the nearest porta potty. Now, how long the lines could potentially be, that's a different story.
Yeah. See, if I gotta go, I gotta go. So we got one of those. We're gonna put it in our little tent area.
Well, showers in the mornings too. Those you're in line for no less than 20 minutes. And apparently those things are gross.
Yeah, no, people had to wait hours for the showers this time, and nobody was cleaning up after themselves. But it's just I don't know if that's a courtesy thing, you're just supposed to do it, or if there's somebody that's supposed to come in there right after you, and wash it. I don't know how that works. You've done
Coronavirus.
I don't know why that came up. Yeah, it sucks. And for those who had to go to the hospital, that's freaking gnarly. Now you just lost out on all that. And apparently, too, I guess there's VIP car camping, where you know that you're going to get a really sweet spot that's pretty close to the entrance of the festival. And they panicked when they finally let people in. Looks like they just panicked and let everybody in. So those who paid the extra few $100 to get that preferred camping ground didn't get it, and they're pissed. And people are demanding refunds at this point. Maybe they just decided to turn around and go home or something. I have no clue. Or just the fact that you had to wait in the sun for 12 hours. The sun in Indio, California, which is in the middle of the freaking desert, at no less than 100 degrees Fahrenheit. That's got to be freaking gnarly.
That's just, so annoying. Yeah. That sucks that happened. People were comparing it to Fyre Fest.
Yeah.
What a shit show that was. And then, so the fest, day one happens, and then people are still talking about, there's trash everywhere. nobody's cleaning after themselves. And it's at this point, it's like, well, it's a festival. Yeah, there will be some trash everywhere, but they made it seem like it was like the end of the world. Like this is like this can't be happening. So I'm just like, who is actually complaining about this? And it's all of the older folks. Yep, all the elder millennials that have been doing this for many, many years.
Nobody
and
younger than 35. The people they told us not to trust.
We're the ones who's complaining.
Yeah.
Right?
So knock it off, Steph.
Hey, I haven't even been there yet. I haven't even gone there. Okay? Look, I got some more stuff to buy.
Yeah.
To make myself comfortable. Should I bring a rug? Oh my God.
Don't bring it. Well, that's up to you, really.
Are they going to let me in with a rug?
Why wouldn't they let you in with a rug?
Well, there was some. Okay, so I was like,
you're going to get it dirty.
It's a yes or no on the rug. So apparently it depends on who you get checking your car.
No, don't take it, because let's just say they do let you in with it. You're just going to ruin a perfectly good rug. It's going to get like dusty and dirty, perhaps maybe even muddy, depending on the situation. You're probably going to spill alcohol or weed, dust, ash all over it. Don't take a rug. There's a rug on the floor, and it's called the floor.
It's dirt.
It's dirt. Right. Now, there's a little bit of grass there in the polo fields.
I guess.
Yeah, a little bit.
Just trying to make it look nice. We're trying to make it comfortable.
No, you're going to be in the festival for the majority of the time. When you get there, though, because you're going to get there for Lady Gaga, so you're not even going to set up until
No, we're just going to park and then bounce.
Yeah.
Like, just go straight in.
It's probably a good idea considering at night you don't know what kind of winds are going on. I remember one time my tent got blown. A lot of people's tents got blown out. It was crazy. Yeah.
Which, by the way, I bought sandbags for it, and apparently they're the wrong size.
Yeah, you were expecting a flood. You bought the freaking, the 3-foot long sandbag, Steph.
That's all they had at
the levee is about to break. It won't hold.
Look, it said sandbag, and I'm just like, this is what I need. I'll just fill it up at home with the dirt in the backyard, and then I'll just bring it back once I'm done with it.
It's a lot. I mean, I'm not saying they won't work. You can take them, but I would just suggest getting some actual, more appropriate sized sandbags. Maybe returning those back to Home Depot.
Okay, fine.
Steph.
Yes.
Are we done? Who are you excited to go see?
For sure, Green Day.
Oh, that's right. Green Day's gonna be there.
My all-time favorite band.
So you said Prodigy, Lady Gaga.
If we get there, we can probably squeeze in Missy Elliott in the night one as well.
Okay.
Other than that,
Yo Gabba Gabba's supposed to be there.
Yeah. Yeah. I heard Duolingo was there.
The owl?
The owl.
Yeah.
Yeah. Battling Yo Gabba Gabba.
That's right.
Jimmy Eat World, I want to see.
Oh, yeah.
Blonde Redhead. Mm-hmm. Definitely want to see Green Day. Misfits, if I'm still awake for that. Because they're on at the end of the night.
Yeah.
And then apparently there is a hidden tiki bar somewhere.
Fuck out of here, really?
Yeah.
That's cool.
I don't know if that's in the VIP section, but I'm going to try to find it.
Okay. One time I got through the VIP section and, those security, knowing how crappy the security is this time, you're probably going to be able to get in way easier.
Yeah.
But I got in and you have to just get in the middle of the crowd and blend in and then try to hide your wristband because it's going to be a different color the entire time. I just saw people getting picked off. Like freaking Jurassic Park in the grass,
You just gotta crouch down.
Yeah, and you gotta crouch down a little bit. Fuck. And you just need to be on the move. But I got so close to Jack White that one year because of it. So that was pretty dope. But I'm like, oh, it's too stressful. As soon as Jack White was done, I got the hell out of there.
Man, it's too bad that nobody has taken a video of their VIP wristbands lately because I'm not saying do anything illegal, but
okay.
And then have multiple wristbands.
They won't let you do that.
I'm not saying anything.
They have to scan. Anyway.
Oh, it doesn't work. That's too bad. Still have the same color though. I'm not saying anything.
Good luck with that, Steph.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
Okay.
It's too much work. No, but I will try to find that tiki bar if it even exists or if it's just like a spoof on the internet. We'll see.
Cool. Well, that's cool. I very much look forward to you taking a vacation because it seems like you absolutely deserve it.
Thank you.
You've been studying so much.
I've been burnt out for the last...
I just don't know how you're going to get to school and work that Monday after driving back. You are ridiculous.
Sheer will.
And caffeine.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
having said that, there's not going to be a pod next week because I will be at Coachella.
Oh, right. Yeah. So don't mail us, getting all upset and everything.
Don't at me.
Right. Hey, Steph.
Yeah.
Godzilla. Good old Derpy McSchnurt. He is now going to be doing some Marvel shit. So Godzilla Destroys the Marvel Universe, I believe is what it's called. Yeah. Godzilla Destroys the Marvel Universe, a special crossover event series launching in July. This 5-issue comic will pit the king of monsters against Earth's mightiest heroes, meaning Godzilla is about to throw down with everybody from Avengers to X-Men. He actually had a run-in with the Marvel heroes back in the late 70s and also had a thing with the DC Justice League recently. Mm-hmm. So this is, it's not the first time this happened, but it's always fun, I think, when you pit Godzilla up against anybody.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So it comes via a partnership between Marvel and Toho with an A-list creative team on board. So it's kind of a mashup of comic nerds like dreams, a city-stomping lizard versus capes and spandex.
I can't wait until Derpy just blasts everybody.
Yeah. Are you going to get it?
Of course I'm going to get it.
People are already buzzing about the historic clash of Titans. Godzilla smashing through Marvel's roster is the ultimate popcorn spectacle on paper. It's a giant radioactive lizard versus superheroes. And I'm
what more can you want?
That's right. The other thing I got, Steph, a couple weeks ago, we got hit up by our buddy Doug Brody.
Oh, yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah.
And we just didn't have an episode last week to talk about it, but I think we should talk about it. And he posted something on his Instagram or really on all his socials that he's on and he's active on. For those who don't know, Doug Brody, or that just doesn't ring a bell, he is the author that we've befriended by the many times that we've seen him over at the LA Comic-Con every year for the last few years. He wrote the trilogy book series called The Ship's Revenge, and Children of the Ship. He last year came out with another sci-fi kind of futuristic cyberpunk type of book called Shelley, and he's coming out with a sequel to Shelley. The reason he was a little outraged, or the reason why he spoke to what's going on with AI with pertaining to authors and literary works, was that Meta's AI trained on pirated books, and authors are outraged. So Meta, Facebook's parent company, was caught in an AI copyright controversy that sounds straight out of like a cyberpunk novel. Internal documents from an ongoing lawsuit reveal that Meta secretly used a pirated online library called the infamous Library Genesis, or LibGen, to train its AI language model Llama, or Yama. It's probably Llama. Yes, indeed. Instead of legally licensed data, they downloaded a trove of millions of books from the internet's shady back rooms to feed their AI appetite for words. So what they're saying is that they uploaded and downloaded all these millions and millions of books, and by doing so, they can pretty much say, hey, Meta, please create a Stephen King type of novel, but make it completely original. And it'll read just like a Stephen King novel, but it won't be written by Stephen King. And I think that's an evolution from what we've been seeing with like actual paintings. Like, it's a brand new painting. Nobody's ever seen it, but it's like it's as if Da Vinci painted it, or a song that like Green Day would have sung, but they didn't write that. It's just they've fed it all of the Green Day songs ever produced, and now it knows what Green Day sounds like, so it creates a song that sounds like Green Day, for example. And I can understand this. I mean, they did it in the shadiest way possible. It was all pirated, and so they didn't buy or pay any like royalties or licenses or anything like that.
Have they just went to the artist? They would, this is why AI should stay out of the arts. We don't need more theft.
AI should have been, the focus of AI should be and always should be them doing shit for us, not coming up with shit for us. You know what I mean? Like chores. They should be doing the chores, the jobs, the pretty much everything to keep us alive, but not like creating literature, art, and that kind of stuff. That's the human thing. That's the human touch.
Yeah, that's what makes it so original, is being human.
What do you think about that, Steph?
I don't like it. I don't like how they also stole millions of images, and suddenly everybody was doing Studio Ghibli type stuff.
Yeah.
It's my goodness. Like that's that's so frustrating too, because a lot of people are just like, oh, this is pretty cute, but you're kind of like also supporting that AI.
Yeah.
So there's like a double-edged sword. Like it looks cool, but also you shouldn't do it.
And it's not just with, at least that's what was trending that week, but you can do it with pretty much anything. Just do it in, let's just say like Family Guy style, Simpsons style, Archer style, South Park style, and it would spit it out. I mean, yes, I could not agree with you more, Steph. But what's the recourse that people have to stop this kind of thing? Like, I don't think it's gonna, I don't think it's gonna go anywhere.
But then you're just like negating the fact that all these original artists, this particular style came from somebody.
Yes.
And now we're just going to bypass the original artist.
No, I'm saying like this AI stuff isn't going anywhere. It's absolutely taking over our futures. We don't have a choice. Like there has to be some kind of violent revolution for this to just go away is what I'm saying. Should we then make sure that that like there's an asterisk on it because of that?
Well, I think it might be the same argument that we had with AI being used in song production.
Yeah.
That you have to let everybody know.
Yeah, like when you upload something on YouTube now, there's a box that you have to check that asks that if any part of what you're uploading was AI generated.
Right.
Yeah.
And then I think it's the same with other social media as well, because you do see those hashtags AI generated.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like it because it's starting to like push all of the original stuff out the window. Yeah. And then pushing AI up towards the top. And it's just like, well, there's so much other stuff out there besides AI.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't like it.
No.
I don't like how it's moving so fast.
It's crazy how fast it's moving. Every few months there's an update and it just gets smarter and smarter.
It's within the last year. It's been insane. Yeah.
Yeah. And they've barely scratched the surface, and you have to acknowledge that, and it's not going anywhere. And I hope that it doesn't become some kind of Terminator thing, at least not in our lifetime.
I have been saying that we are living in the age of Skynet, and nobody's listening to me.
Everybody's listening to you, Steph. But what are we to do? What are we to do? Destroy?
Don't do it.
Meta? Just don't look, as the Simpsons taught us.
Don't do it.
All right. Well, you can email us with your thoughts, because it is very polarizing, because some just don't like it. But I guess when people like me ask, well, what's our recourse? Where do we go from here? How do we deal with this knowing that it's not going anywhere? I think that the legislation needs to catch up with the progress.
Yeah. And also, they should be held responsible for stealing all that shit.
They should really and I think there's tons of lawsuits happening right now.
Yeah.
Like just some people like Sarah Silverman, and because she has a book out and that got put in there. So she got pissed and she lawyered up. So a lot of people lawyered up. So it's like a class action right now going on. Yeah. It might fix that precedent. That's for sure.
So fucked up that they had to do that though.
Yeah. Yeah. That's capitalism for you. Do you have something? Because I have something.
Yeah.
Do you have something?
I do.
Go ahead.
Okay, so Lazarus is a new anime that just appeared or premiered on Toonami a couple weeks ago.
Oh, yeah, we saw the first episode, I think.
Yes, so there's only one episode out so far, and it's set in the distant future, 2052, and it's about this physician or this doctor who engineered a drug that has no side effects, and it cures everybody's pain pretty much. So everybody starts taking it. You know, there's like a global peace that kind of happens. And so 3 years go by, everything's going good. And then this guy that created this pill says, by the way, I put something in the pill and everybody has a few years to live.
What the fuck?
Unless somebody can find me. So he's playing like a hide and seek type of game.
Wow, what a dick.
And so there's this team called Lazarus who gets together. You see it in the first episode. And they're going to have to try to track him down.
Interesting.
Because otherwise, you know, everybody who's taken this drug is going to die.
Yeah.
According to this guy who created it.
Right.
So I'm interested to see how it goes. It really does have a Cowboy Bebop flair to it.
It plays so much like it.
Yes. Shinshiniro Watanabe should tell you everything because that's who created Cowboy Bebop.
Yeah. Total Cowboy Bebop vibes.
Yeah.
Totally kept that. He didn't even try to change that part.
It works.
It works.
It really does.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it. So we'll be watching that week by week.
It's like the music is very jazzy, just like Cowboy Bebop.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very cool. Steph, remember Last of Us? Remember that show?
Yes.
Season 2.
Oh, it's coming out. Oh, it came out.
It's coming out. Yeah. After this, we're probably going to watch it. So season 2 is coming out moments before encountering Ella ventures into darkness in The Last of Us Season 2 moments before encountering a cunning stalker. So stalkers are going to be the new big bad, or at least the new type of breed that's freaking out people. So let's see. Ella and her friend Dina go on a routine supply run that goes horribly wrong. Elle falls through a floor into an abandoned supermarket and finds herself hunted by something far more sinister than the usual rabid runner. Instead of charging at her, this infected creature silently lurks in the shadows, watching and waiting. Ellie later describes it in disbelief. I'm not saying it could do math or anything, but it didn't run at me. It did what we do. Took cover, planned, waited, lured me in, stalking. The stalker effectively set a trap, tricking Ellie into thinking that it was in one spot while it crept behind her for a surprise attack. So you've played the game, right? You remember encountering these stalkers?
Yeah, and they are terrifying and they are extremely hard to kill.
Why is that?
Because they can dodge.
Mm.
And not only that, but I need to replay the game because it's been several years. And also, I had saved the game where I have like one piece of ammo left, and I can't go back.
You just keep dying all over again.
There's just no way. I need more stuff.
You can't
to beat the bad
games, guy. Can you reverse like checkpoint?
If you don't save it, then yes, you can go back. But I had saved it.
Once it's saved, you're in. You're there.
So you're locked in. You have met the checkpoint, and you cannot go back. And I need to restart the whole game.
Jeez.
Do you think I can beat it in a few hours?
No, I don't. Because I remember sitting with you as you played through it, and we're talking weeks worth of playtime.
Okay. I did try to play it on a harder setting.
You did? Can you set it to like easy mode?
I am not that great of a gamer.
Well,
so easy mode it is.
Fan reaction to the Stalkers debut has been intense, Steph. People online are talking like longtime players immediately recognize that the Stalkers were being added to the show, and they were obviously thrilled. Many hailed the Stalker scene as one of the show's most terrifying sequences yet, comparing it to white knuckle horror movie moments. On social media, viewers who never played the game expressed shock at how smart and sneaky these infected could be. So yeah, pretty much everything you're describing here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whew, just you wait. It gets even more creepier.
Nice. Isn't there these big fat ones? They already showed one of those, didn't they? Those big fat ones?
They did. Yeah. But there's almost like a bloater type of situation.
Right. But there's a bigger one, right? No?
Yeah. Yeah, that's the part where I died in the game. So,
we would
I
know.
mean, I really... that goes to show you how hard those are to kill. So...
Cool. Well, that's all I got, Steph. You got anything else?
Nope.
All right. Well, there we go. Nerd! Well, Steph, let's end this with another edition of Here's What I Would Do.
Man, see, like, you don't even know, man. It's like you're born into this world, man. And you got it's like this, man, the dust and the wind, man. Or like the dang old candle in the wind, man. It don't matter, man. It's all the old time. You know what I think, man? Like that dang old, I think, therefore you are, man.
Well, that's what we tell ourselves, isn't it, Boomhauer?
Welcome once again to Here's What I Would Do.
Hi, welcome.
The segment where we talk about all of your questions and queries. Please email us at foobarshow, that's FOOBarshow@gmail.com, with your questions, thoughts, relationship, shit. Just know we're going to make fun of you, probably.
I'm still waiting for an update on that one chick who was going to a wedding?
Or getting married? No, going to a wedding. She's not writing back. She probably got herself out of that situation.
Probably.
That's assuming. Anyway, here's one. It's from Andre in Garden Grove. Hey, Joe and Steph. Love the show. You guys make my morning commute through Garden Grove traffic almost enjoyable.
Oh, that's a nightmare.
So here's my situation. I've been single for a while. I'm 35, male, and I've recently started dating again through the apps. I matched with this woman, Jenna, 32, female, and we've been seeing each other for a few weeks now. She's smart, funny, and we have a lot in common. But there's one thing. I get the sense she's still not over her ex. She brings him up randomly in conversation, usually negative stuff. And while she swears it's ancient history, it's like he's still haunting the background of everything. I want to be understanding, but I also don't want to feel like I'm just a rebound or part of some healing process. How do I bring this up without sounding paranoid or pushy? Is there a way to tell if she's genuinely ready to move on, or if I'm just the guy holding space until she does? Andre in Garden Grove. Ooh, what would you do, Steph?
Here's what I would do.
Yeah.
86, that chick.
She's done, right?
Done.
Yeah, because she's still talking to him.
On the app, talking about the ex all the time, especially for you. It's like, nah, dude. She's not over him. Oh, don't worry. I'm over it. Nah.
She's not over him. Otherwise, why would she keep bringing him up? Well, it's not like you're bringing him up.
Are you?
Are you? No. Yeah, Andre, dude, just, you found one. It was a dud. Just walk away and you'll find another lady.
Yeah.
That you can hang out with and do things with.
Pleasantries.
Right.
Well, good luck.
Yeah, good luck. Yeah, it ain't worth it, man. You're not getting any younger is what I'm saying. 35? You're not getting any younger.
Shit.
You should know this at 35, bro.
Yeah.
It's kind of on you.
Yeah.
Why are you asking us?
Right?
Idiot. Sorry, Andre. Just kidding. All right.
No, he's not.
Nope. All right. Next one. Last one. Erika and La Mirada. Thanks for being the chaotic calm in my weekly routine.
Are we that chaotic?
The chaotic calm in my weekly routine. I don't know. We're always yelling at each other.
That's like, what is that? Chaotic calm? It's like an oxymoron, right?
That's an oxymoron, yes.
Okay.
Very good.
Like jumbo shrimp, hey.
Exactly. I'm writing from La Mirada and I could use a little wisdom. I'm 29, female, and I've been at my job for 4 years. I love the people, the flexibility, and even the work. Most Most days. The thing is, I feel like I've outgrown the role. I haven't gotten a raise in over 2 years. I've plateaued, and promotions seem to go to the people who are louder, not necessarily better at the job. I've been casually looking for new roles, but the idea of leaving my team and starting over somewhere else feels overwhelming. Plus, I feel weirdly guilty even considering it. You shouldn't do that. How do you know when it's actually time to move on from a job you don't hate, but that might be holding you back? That is a tough one because it's very difficult to find an environment that you are comfortable in and you like the people. I know so many people who have a job and go to a job every day and have to go in person. Not the ones that do remote, but just the ones that are there in person and have to look and smell everybody in the office. And they hate them. They hate everything about it. And if you're like me, I enjoy going in. I don't like the act of going in, but I have to, and that's part of the job. But while I'm there, it's kind of like going to the gym. The hardest part is the trip there.
Yeah.
But once I'm there, I'm like, okay, you guys are cool.
Well, see, that's because you have a good environment.
Yeah.
And then just
like Erika.
Yeah.
Yeah. She doesn't hate it there, but the brass is holding her back, not giving her a pay raise for 2 years. I suspect that this is a company that does annual pay increases.
Yeah. Should be. Most companies would.
So that's a predicament. I guess you have an opportunity to be pretty picky if you were to find another opportunity where you can see yourself liking the people that work there or doing the work that that company does.
Right. Also, okay, so read it back to me. So she's got passed up on promotions?
Yeah. And it seems like they give the raises and the promotions to people who are just louder, not necessarily better at the job. The extroverts, the personality hires that just make everybody laugh. They're very political. They shake hands and kiss babies.
Is that so? You haven't talked to HR about this at all, or somebody about this? Or
no, she's asking us, Steph. The fuck's the matter?
Well, then get loud. You obviously like your team. Make yourself known. Make yourself.
Yeah, you can go a couple ways with this.
Tell them that your needs are not being met and that other people are getting, looked at compared to you. You feel like you're getting passed up. Here's what you have to bring to the table.
Or take a self-assessment. You just said that just based on the sentence that I read, it seems like you consider yourself to be better at the job than these other folks who have just been louder and gotten promoted. Are you? Or is that just something you're telling yourself so that you can justify your anger and disappointment? Because, you talk to a lot of people, they're just like, man, that's fucked up. I don't know why they did that. It's like, you kind of know why things kind of happened the way they did.
Okay.
So it's a couple, maybe a plethora of things that can happen here. You can get louder. You get more noticeable. You can do a self-assessment to see, okay, what in the leadership's eyes is considered to be better at the job. Are you lacking leadership skills maybe? And that's why you're not being chosen for promotion. If you're just that quiet and introverted, sometimes you just got to know when to turn it on. Mm-hmm. I'm introverted, but I practice doing a podcast and I'm in a rock band. And, while those are my happy places, I know when to turn it on.
Yeah.
Find me in any other setting and I ain't saying shit. You know me best than anybody, Steph.
Yeah. No, we were both very introverted and we talk to people for a living.
Yeah, and I guess they say that I have tons of empathy, and throughout my life I've just been kind of labeled as kind of just that empathetic guy who lets things slide a lot. I've learned better now that I'm in my older days, but yeah, maybe that's what's happening. And let's just say you just give up on all that and you are looking for another opportunity. Well, since you like where you're at, don't rush into anything. make sure that by doing so, you're giving yourself a nice healthy raise, and that the people there are manageable and you can learn to live with them.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know. Ball's in your court, Erika. The fuck you want me to do?
Right? I mean, we're not giving you advice. This is all stuff that we would do.
Yeah. That's why it's called...
This is what I would do.
No,
here's what Here's what I would do. What did we name it?
Man, see, like, you don't even know, man. It's like you're born into this world, man. And you got it's like this, man, the dust and the wind, man. Or like the dang old candle in the wind, man. It don't matter, man. It's all the oldies, old time. You know what I think, man? Like them dang old, I think, therefore you are, man.
Well, that's what we tell ourselves, isn't it, Boomhauer?
Well, that's another episode in the book, Steph. I'm glad you were able to make it.
Thanks.
You're not going to be
Happy
here
to be
next
here.
week, though.
No, I will be reporting back from Coachella.
Cool. I can't wait to hear all about it. I was just thinking that maybe we can do one like midweek, but that's just too much work. You're going to be busy enough. I'm going to be busy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just next week. We're going to skip a week, everybody. Unless I can find like a guest, maybe Josh wants to come over or some shit like that.
Oh, maybe Nelson too.
Maybe Nelson. He's in a band now.
He's got a band.
Like they're rocking. Like they're done building the band. They're done rehearsing. They've got a set list now. They're doing their thing. So he's doing good things. Metalhead Nelson, everybody. We've had him on the show tons of times.
Yeah.
For those who don't know. Are we good here, Steph? Are we done?
Let me show you this.
Oh,
Look, we were
what is
talking
that?
about this the other day. Hush issue number 1.
Oh, you got it.
Beautiful cover.
Yeah.
Look at this. Jim Lee drawing Batman. Love it. That's it.
Oh, cool. For those who are watching us on YouTube or Spotify, please check that out. Thank you all so very much for listening into the Foobar Show. Remember to follow, like, and comment on our socials as @Foobar Show. That's FOO Bar Show, and listen at FOOBarshow.com or wherever you get your podcasts. Oops. And God damn it. And we'll fill it up like a couple of Foos. I've been Josie.
And I'm Steph.
Signing off saying, don't be a dick!
Fuck, man. Thank you, guys.
She farted so hard, she died. But I'm not gonna cry. She farted so hard, she died. I'm not gonna lose much sleep. But she died doing what she loved. Now she's blasting for the angels above. She farted so hard, she died. But I'm not gonna cry. Her sister sighed, dad's in disbelief. Her grandma cried, why oh why couldn't have been me? Ashes to ashes, dust in the wind. Her spirit is lingering. Ashes to ashes, dust in the wind. Her spirit is lingering. She farted so hard, she died. But I'm not gonna cry. She farted.
Fucking AI.